In 2017, Josh Hader officially introduced himself to the baseball world, pitching really well in just under 50 innings. However, nobody really noticed it because of how the Brewers finished the year, missing out on October by a few games. As for 2018, that's when he sure started to gain some attention. 2018 was a fantastic year for him, as he was almost invincible out of that Brewers bullpen. He threw over 80 innings, going more than an inning in a ton of his outings that season, pitching his way to a 2.43 ERA, striking out 143 hitters. Without him, there's no shot the Brewers beat out the Cubs and win the division that season. He was so valuable for them. Ever since 2018, Josh Hader has been looked at as one of, if not the best reliever in baseball. 2019 was another great year as Hader would throw over 75 innings with a 2.62 ERA, punching out 138 hitters. 2020 was more of a struggle, but by 2021, he was back to being the best, throwing 58 and 2/3 innings with a minuscule 1.23 ERA as the Brewers' closer, locking down 34 saves. Up until this point in 2022, Hader has kinda had a weird year. His overall numbers aren't great, but that does not tell the whole story. Despite having the most saves in baseball at 29, his ERA is north of 4 in 34 innings. He actually started out the year untouchable, with an ERA of 0 in his first 17 and 2/3 innings, with hitters hitting to a .069 batting average off of him. Since then, he has pitched to an 8.82 ERA in 16 1/3 innings, with hitters hitting to a .314 batting average off of him with 7 home runs. He's been abysmal ever since June 7th. Does that mean he will be for the rest of the year and for his career? Not at all. He's still Josh Hader. He still throws hard, has the stuff, and can absolutely go on a run like he did to start the year. The San Diego Padres, well, they agree with me on that because they went out and traded for Hader in the first of many big trades they ended up making. Hader is no longer a Brewer. Overall, I actually like this trade for the Brewers. At the end of the day, Hader is one player, he's not getting any younger, and he's a relief pitcher. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that it will be easy to just replace Josh Hader, because it's not, but it's also very doable. Guys come out of the woodworks all the time and become great relievers for at least a couple seasons. I also like what the Brewers got in return for Hader. They got Dinelson Lamet, a starting pitcher who has great potential if healthy, a left-handed pitching prospect, a 23-year-old outfielder to go along with yet another left-handed pitcher, a reliever, and Taylor Rogers. Someone who hasn't had a great year, but has had a good career, with potential to help the now Hader-less bullpen Brewers out. You gotta love the Padres getting Hader, too, even if he's been awful as of late, because at his best, he's the best in baseball. Well, it turns out there is at least one person who is not at all too fun with the Brewers' decision to trade Josh Hader, and that is a Brewers player himself. Christian Yelich, although sad to see Hader go, did look at it in a positive manner, understanding that his team got several good players in return, and although Hader did mean a lot to the Brewers, you gotta move on and keep trying to win. As for Hader's now former fellow bullpen teammate Devin Williams, he was asked how he felt about Hader getting traded, and he was not happy, almost looking like he was about to cry. Watch.
I don't really have a lot to say, to be honest with you. I don't know. Yeah, I was surprised.
Do you have any expectations for how that ninth inning will shake out now? Do you expect to be the guy?
I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens.
Tough business sometimes, huh?
You could say that. A lot of things that don't really make sense, you know? I don't know. I want to win. That's really the biggest thing to me. I don't really have much to say about it.
You gotta feel for the guy. It sucks, being a teammate and I'm sure a friend of someone for years, only to see them gone in an instant off to another team. But that's just the unfortunate business side of baseball. Players are moved around all the time and teams change. It may seem like the Brewers front office is giving up if you look at it that way, but in reality, I think the trade was actually pretty smart from the Brewers' end. Regardless, Williams has every right to be sad to see his elite closer go. Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.